Hey guys, Long Haul Larry, and we are done working over there on Boss Man's dad's truck. Got him a new steer tire mounted on there. So we had a successful mission there. I came back here. That was hot over there sitting on that sun, and it was cooking me pretty good. I actually came back here and I had to take a little bit. I had to drink a couple glasses of water and sat in the office with some air conditioning and just watched the video and stuff, played around, and got things going again here. But we are here working on truck 800. This is actually Jose's truck. A lot of subscribers probably have heard of Jose. John has had him in videos and stuff. I got a list of stuff here. He wants me to work on this truck. Let's see. I got engine air filter. He wants me to check the tie rod ends. Check the truck over, oil change, grease, check all shocks. Already the dash shocks are fine. Install the LED work lights. I believe this is the last truck for those LED backup lights. I had one driver that told me, he said, came in, he was like, I don't know why he puts those things on here and all this stuff. And he goes, like those LED, those light things and stuff. Because the only thing I do with those is when people don't, when they have their bright lights on, I turn them on. And I'm like, I think they're awesome. I use them all the time backing up. Because, I mean, I guess I drive at night and stuff and everything. And so I think they're awesome. They really help. He's getting all new drive tires. His drive tires are all horrible. They're in desperate need of replacement. And I can tell you, I can actually tell you the main reason why. He's got me checking shocks and all this other stuff, but I could tell you actually the reason why. Right there. Look at that fifth wheel. That is so dry. I mean, it's just polished right down to the metal. That is a big tire killer right there. If you don't grease your fifth wheel, it'll tear up your tires. What happens is when you turn a corner with your trailer on there, and if it's metal on metal, and you turn a corner, the truck turns, and then when you go to straighten up, your trailer will not come and follow you. It will follow you 95 to whatever percent. It'll come around most of the way. But then when you go down the highway, you'll see your trailer, it's kind of off to the side and stuff. It's not dog tracking. It's not the trailer's fault sometimes. Sometimes it's drivers are not greasing their fifth wheel. And so it will not pull back completely straight. And then so what happens is that trailer is at an angle a little bit. And it pushes the truck. The trailer's trying to go straight. The truck's trying to go straight. And it's pushing this over. And it makes the tires sit here and cup and everything. And that's his tires, all drunk tires. This happens when you do not grease your fifth wheel. So I can tell you that's a big problem right there. Wants you to check for an exhaust leak. Yes, there is an exhaust leak. It seems like every single one of these Volvos has an exhaust leak. Started going through it, and they're all the same. They're up in the front by the turbo and stuff. There's a gasket up there, and we've actually taken a couple in on warranty and stuff, and yeah, there's been some problems with that. And then he wants me to find and fix all the air leaks. So that's what I'm doing tonight. So I'm going to start going through this truck, and I'll probably knock out the oil change first, get this done. Just do all this stuff, I guess. The other mechanic's supposed to be doing this stuff, but I guess he's nowhere to be found. Nobody could find him. I think he took off. I believe I heard him say that he was not going to be here, but the boss says that he thought he was supposed to be here. But because he actually, I remember the last time I was here, he said something to the boss. I heard him mention something about he was taken off, I think Thursday, from his other job, and he said he could come over here and work on Thursday for him and try to catch him up and stuff. But then I think he said he was taken off on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and he wouldn't be back till Monday. I thought that's what he said. The boss is saying that he's supposed to have been back and he can't find him and he's got to have this done. So I guess I'm jumping on this. So I'm going to start working on all this stuff. Change the air filter, fuel filter, and drain the oil, do an oil change on it, and do all that stuff, and then go underneath, grease it, check it all over, see what I can find. But I haven't found any shocks. I haven't actually looked at these. No, they look fine. I don't see any leakage or nothing. I got to get down there and actually put my hands on them, but that's the big major thing, is when you look at shocks, you can see big telltale is you see like a wet, like something is running out of the shock. That is a big sign that the shock is leaking, and that's usually what happens. So sometimes the bushings go, but these are pretty new. But that's what he's trying to figure out, is why those tires are cupping, and I already know it. It's pretty apparent. It's a fifth wheel. That's what it is. Driver's not greasing enough. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna get to work. All right, guys. We are completed with this truck. Well, as much as I can right now. I ended up doing a full inspection on it. I got all my stuff done on the list. I believe that this is the last truck to get these backup lights installed, and they're all done and all wired in. Everything is good. Excuse me. I just had some brisket tacos. Got a little stuck in my throat. I just ran to town. I was out running around on a motorcycle yesterday, and I was doing all this stuff, and late last night I decided to go to town and grab something to eat before I went to sleep. And I ran into town, and those are those gold footsteps that I ordered for this motorcycle. And you can see them on there. And while I was gone, the other mechanic, he installed them on there. And so I took it out for a rip, trying it out, seeing how, because you can adjust them and everything, and seeing how they felt and everything. It's something to get used to. It's all right, but it's pretty cool. I like them. But then last night I ran into town, and I was running up in there, and actually I just went by where we used to park at Bowman Trucking, and I went to go shift, and it felt something weird on my toe when I shifted. And then I went to hit the next gear, and there was nothing there. There's a little peg that screwed onto there, and it flew off. I said something to the mechanic. I says, forget Loctite maybe? He was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Hang on. Sorry about that. The air compressor went off. And he was all like, yeah, sorry about that. And then later on he came up to me just before I left. I just got back. But he was like, oh, I didn't Loctite them because I didn't know if you liked the adjustments where they were. I was like, whatever, dude. So I actually went back where it happened, and I've been walking up and down the road and looking in the ditches and stuff. It's just a little gold thing. You can see it on this side. It's just like that. And just this round piece here. And I walked everywhere looking for it. Couldn't find it anywhere. So I don't know. I might just have to kind of make something. Just paint it gold or something. It took me a long time. I had those things on back order forever to get those things. I don't know what it was, what the deal was. But, I mean, I'd have to order the whole set just to get that one piece. I don't know. Figure it out. But I went in town searching for it and everything else and couldn't find it. So I just went to, I think it was AutoZone, and I just bought a bolt that would go in there just to use for now. Just so I'm able to shift. But I got back, and he has completed his task on the truck, I guess. We just have a couple things left to do. When I did the inspection, I found the input seal on the rear differential was leaking. It's starting to leak, and the boss was not able to get the part. He couldn't get that seal today. So he was like, well, will it be okay till next time I get back, till he gets back here? And I said, yeah, a couple weeks, that's fine. It's just going to leak a little bit of oil. I topped it off, and it'll leak a little bit of oil here and there, but it'll make it. And so I'll have to do the input seal on the front differential. But then the other thing that I found when I did the inspection of the truck is I found a leaking wheel seal. Again, seems like every one of these Volvos has a leaking wheel seal. And I pulled it apart, put a new wheel seal in there, and the brakes were like 3/4 worn, and it was just starting to leak, so I could have cleaned the brake pads up, but they were like 3/4 worn, and we had a set of brake pads, for one axle here, from another truck that only needed one axle done, and so I just replaced the brakes. So I put new brakes in, and I figured if I'm gonna do that one, I'll do the other side, so I did the other side too. So this guy's got new brakes and one axle. The front ones are like over half, so they'll be fine. And so we just got that, and it, just like a lot of the other Volvos, it's got an exhaust leak starting. I don't know what it is. The boss said, because John's had this, and I mean, you got to tear all of the turbo, everything out of there to get to this one gasket that leaks. And we've actually taken one truck back to Volvo because it was still under warranty, had them do it. I think 2 trucks actually. But the boss was saying that this truck was built like on this assembly line right after John's truck. And he's like, it's probably the same exact thing. So it's just starting to leak. You can't really see it because I don't have my light on here and stuff, but there's just like a little bit of soot back in there and stuff. So she's just starting to leak. So he's going to have to get those gaskets and come in here. It's quite the big job. It's basically a whole afternoon to do that, to pull all that apart and do that. So this truck is ready to go. It is out of here. So now my task is I am going to bring the UD in here. The driver's window does not close all the way up. The window is off track. So I'm going to see if I can get the window back in track and glue that back into place into the track so that it stays. I'm going to see if I can fix it because it doesn't really matter now, but if it rains or something like that, you can kind of roll it up with your hand, but you can't get it all the way tight. So it will get water in through it. So I'm going to see what I can do about that. Get that fixed. I'm just going to look at it quick. And then I actually have to go over to the yard. And one of the trailers, I believe it's R73, this driver, which is Jose, he's coming back tomorrow. And that's his trailer that he's going to be taking. So I need to go over there. We have a list of stuff to fix on the trailers. I'm going to go over there and see what I can knock out tonight. And then I have to take off tonight, and I have to go deliver my load that I brought back from Wisconsin. That's going up to New Jersey, and I guess I have a 9 a.m. appointment up there. So they open the gates up there, I think at 4:30 or something like that. So I'll probably take off at midnight, run up there, get in the gate, check in, and then I'll go to sleep, and they'll call me when they have a door for me. And then from what I understand, once I get unloaded there, I'm picking up just on the road, and I'll be picking up a load that comes back to Costco right here by Frederick. So I'll be sitting up in New Jersey tomorrow during the day so I can get some sleep. And then I'll come back down here and then deliver first thing into Costco down here. And then I think I'm going to be in the shop for a little bit. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to be out here until I go back home. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I don't know. He was talking about somebody he knows with a tow truck, and was asking if I could operate a tow truck. And I'm like, sure, I'll figure it out. It's just a truck. I can drive the truck. It's the operating of the lift and all that stuff. If the guy's willing to show me what, handles the pole to make what do what, yeah, I have no problem doing it. And you're saying something about borrowing a tow truck for somebody he knows and maybe running and going and getting a black truck. And I don't know what he has in plan for the black truck. Maybe this time it's a complete rebuild. I don't know. I think he's thinking about it and what's going on. It might be even tearing it down for parts and selling the parts. I'm not really sure. But we're going to be heading back and getting a black truck and bringing it back here and then figure out what we're going to do with that. All right. So I am going to let you guys go. I hope that everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night as they watch this here video. A lot of sunlight right behind me. And if you're not, certainly let's try that all over again tomorrow. I will catch you guys later. Bye.